Good morning. Do you remember the blue water wheel? Well, I'm cleaning stuff up that was beside it because of a glass swinging roller crusher that I wanted to build there. I'm going to build it elsewhere, and now you can see it better. And I've had the water reaching it. But what I wanted to show you this morning was there is one of those silt deltas that I talk about, where that top Zanja breached. And I knew it would, that's fine. It washed down and it took the thinnest of the soil, the silt, the furthest, and then dropped it in that next Zanja down. There you can see that Zanja also breached and did the same thing down there. Now I'll take my hoe and I'll move that onto the breast and repair the breach and then go about the tuning. But that's just such a clear example. It's probably 50 pounds, 100 pounds maybe, of silt right there. There, I repaired both of those, and so the water is merrily on its way again now toward the blue water wheel. Some might wonder, well, what about that erosion though? You've lost that soil from there and put it down there. That's true. But I only lost it a little ways. And what I've done is I've sorted it. So here is coarse, bigger stones, down there, finer stones, and there's that biodiversity beginning between the, I mean, you take a Zanja like this, and the uphill bank is dry and firm. The breast, the downhill bank, is gradually gets richer and lower on its way toward kind of a rice paddy situation. So there is erosion, but it's controlled erosion, and ultimately it virtually stops once the Zanjas don't breach anymore. Here's something else I wanted to say. This ground right here, when it gets dry, it gets so hard that a hoe won't scratch it, a shovel, a spade won't scratch it, and I have to use a pick. Now once it's moistened, well then sure, see that, a hoe, I can move it. But to get it moistened in the first place, it took a pick to get across here. That was yesterday. Now there's a breach which I'm going to fix right now. That's where I was. Pigs are busy doing their archaeology work, where there were several houses right there. But I stopped here because where this pipe is, I'm going to lay stone up against the bottom of it and see if the pigs will leave it alone again. I'll use whatever stone is around here. I'd made a decision this year, a couple related to that blue water wheel. One is I gave up on that height, the highest that you can see, and dropped the water sooner, and this is the height that I'm going to use to go around that tree. Now I lose about 6 inches maybe, of height, potentially, by the time I reach the blue water wheel, which is, the head is less. But it'll be easier to get around this tree. And this year I should be able to make that fairly permanent, especially if the pigs would leave it alone. There's a big autumn olive, which I don't mind that much. There's a big multiflora rose, which I do mind some. I'll probably cut that back. Pigs go under it though, and it gives shade. But anyway, I stopped here because of these willows, which I'm letting grow, but I'll prune it because it's going out over the Zanja. I'll prune it back, but look at how much the buds have come on that willow. I've been working my way along this, the Grand Canal is what I call this, and I just recently, yesterday I think, got water running the whole way along it again. At the moment you can see it's going toward the west, toward our left. We'll see what's there. But why I stopped was I'm amazed year after year to see how the land remembers what I've done. That Zanja has filled of its own. I didn't clean it. There is another one that I'll clean a little bit. There's a third one that I'll clean a little bit. And they've just revealed themselves. Down there's another. With a little cleaning, they'll all go the whole way across this zanjando. There's the pig fold. Well, I'm moving along the Grand Canal. That building, incidentally, the blacksmith shop I call it, I've decided I'm going to tear that down. The material in it, I can reuse it all, and I can use it in better places. It's compromised enough that I certainly could save it, but I think I'm going to tear it down for the material. Anyway, back to here. The Grand Canal has reached the lane. And it has on the other side as well. Now, this time of year, most of the year, I'd prefer the water be coming toward the camera, going under the lane and out this way in that direction. And now when it gets really super dry and that water supply dries up, this one does not. And at that point, I'm using the water strictly for irrigation, and I like it to be running toward the west. But in any case, I need to clean those blocks out. On a warm day I will. And now I'm going to go along and clean and do some cleaning in these Zanjas. I guess today, finally, I just want to show the difference between the way the soil looks when it's watered and the way it looks when it's not. Now this is March, you know, and later, eventually, I won't be able to see any of this stuff because it'll all grow up knee high or higher, even though the pigs are in here. But there you can just see the line between irrigated and not irrigated. Later in the year, that makes a real big difference.